Alright guys, welcome back to the channel gle350. In today's video, we're talking about the infamous 2020 GLS 450, or let me say the GLS in particular. Yes, the reason that I say that it's infamous is that not everyone knows that Mercedes do have very big three-row family SUV. Yes, not everybody do knows about it. Yes, most especially the one that majority of us is more familiar with is the GLE, yes, GLE, E-Class, A-Class, C-Class, Maybach, and all those luxury stuff for vehicle. But the GLS or yes, the GLS in particular, not everyone is much more enlightened about it or something like that. Yes, you understand. Okay guys, in today's video we're talking about the 2026 GLS 450. The GLS 450 is just a luxury compact, or let me say a luxury three-row family SUV. It's not like the GLE and the C class or E class or S class that are mainly used for flexing, impression, cruising, and all of just every other that. But most especially this GLS, you can use it for those things, but most especially it's built for family, just like the Toyota Sequoia, Honda Pilot, Acura RDS, BMW S7, Hyundai Palisade, just like they are for the main family SUV. Yes, that's what it mainly looks like, but you can't use it for cruising and flexing. It's somehow, yes, it's definitely somehow for a very big vehicle like this for you to use it on flex. It's not a bad thing, but mainly for flexing is the GLE, G-Wagon, and E-Class, the lower segment. Um, Meanwhile, before I go ahead with this video, I do have something to say. The starting price of this vehicle is something way higher, like the BMW X7 German vehicle for a reason. Starting price of this vehicle, $90,000. Yes, 90,000 USD. Maybe you can convert it to your own currency and know what I'm trying to talk about. This $90,000 now, let me say, the this GLS do come in three different trims: GLS 450, 580 AMG format, then 63S AMG. Then this 63 AMG is the sports. Yes, but I'm still wondering, Mercedes, what are you thinking? Like, a family three-row SUV, you are making it sports. Sports, is it in terms of speed or what? What are you trying to say? Is it in terms of speed? This is a family SUV. If we are looking for speed or sports, then we go for the C class or GLE. I don't know what I'm trying to take. And just the starting off price, the base price is only $90,000. Or just $90,000. They haven't include some technology package like the wireless charging, panoramic sunroof, or all those stuff. By the time all those things will be added to it, um, your money will be accumulating around 100. And yes, so that's why I normally say Mercedes is not for 95 people. Yes, Mercedes is not for 95 people. So what's my recommendation? Unless if you are able to afford it, then I can say yes, it's a good vehicle. But if you are not able to afford it, man, with only 60 something thousand dollar, you can go for the Hyundai Palisade full option. When I mean full option, the highest of the highest, and their engine are also reliable, durable, and all those stuff. Yes, the only thing is that the performance that the Mercedes will give you that the Hyundai won't give you, which you are okay with it. And second is that in terms of durable, you can't compare Mercedes to Hyundai. It's much more bigger than that. But otherwise, if you are looking for, well, I will still explain what I mean here in another video, but just let's keep going. In case if you don't want the Hyundai Palisade, we do have the Toyota Sequoia, we do have the Honda Pilot, we do have the, oh, let me leave BMW S7, it's still another matter of its own. We do have the Acura RDS. All these are mainly affordable price in terms of starting price and all this cost maintenance, because this vehicle now, this AMG GLOS 450, You can't maintain it. It's not easy to maintain. Only the GLE itself is a big problem of its own in terms of maintenance. So let's go ahead and see, or let's go ahead and adore the beauty of this GLS. So starting out with the exterior, they do have the different color. We do have the blue, green, black, white, red, depending on the ones you choose. And coming seeing the exterior design of this thing, mainly the front. Um, we do have our AMG line package. We do have your four crossed front grille with a giant Mercedes logo at the middle. And this headlight now, if you look at it very well, you could see that it's a crystal LED headlight and also projector. And that's where I would say that this GLS do looks more premium. Yes, the starting GLS do looks more premium. Yes, their base, it looks more premium, unlike the GLE. The GLE do come with reflector headlights, just fancy exterior, mainly at the front grille. It's just fancy, but the starting price is around 50 something thousand dollar. You understand? But this one, 90 something thousand dollar. Mercedes is going way more far than that. They are going way more way far. But this now with the LED lights package, both at the front and the rear, which are also, you do see your LED brake, turn signal, reversing lights, and some other stuff. You see it at 90 something thousand dollar. And it doesn't end there. Coming to the interior of this vehicle, Mercedes as usual, you do have your 12.3 dual this thing, dual infotainment screen display for your configurable cluster gauge and infotainment screen display, which are also being embedded inside the dashboard. Normal premium, and you do have your leather stitch steering, which are also heated and ventilated with your capacitive touch screen, touch buttons. I will still say about all these things later in my video. Otherwise, moving across the center dashboard and everything normal Mercedes, it just comes as premium as everything you would see in a vehicle. And you do have your ambient lighting, which also interacts with your climate control. And I do love what Mercedes tried and did here by clicking their physical button for um air condition, yes, which is 5 zone climate control. And when you're being operated, it will be shown at the infotainment screen display. I do love how they do it instead of putting the control in the infotainment screen display. And another thing you do have in the tech amenities is the 360-degree camera. Yes, the 360-degree camera. Wireless phone charging. It does come with a wireless phone charging and two USB with a cup holder. And for being a three-row family SUV, it does have a gigantic interior storage for any, just your normal storage for anything you do want to put inside. And you do have your this thing, touchpad, which you use to interact with your infotainment screen display, mainly the MBUS infotainment screen display. And this does also come with 14 speaker Harman Kardon sound system, which, if I would say, with another $4,500, you could upgrade it all the way more than this 14 speaker. But it doesn't make no sense. This is not a party room. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe after all these tech amenities, the money will be ramping up to 100 and something thousand dollar. We do have the auto dimming rear view mirror, which is also camera equipped. Yes, if you feel like to use the camera, you use it. If you feel like to use the normal mirror, you use it. Another thing is the panoramic sunroof. And here is something I want to say again about the Mercedes panoramic sunroof and Volkswagen. Why do they often sag? That's my problem with their panoramic sunroof. As a beautiful vehicle, it first looks beautiful. Then with time to time, it starts to sag or something like that. Yes, it starts to sag. But maybe the Mercedes owners or lovers will know how they used to counter it. And I don't forget to say, this AMG do come with a 3.0 liter turbocharged V6, sorry, inline six engine with a hybrid engine also, like a turbocharged inline six cylinder and also a hybrid engine. It's also equipped with that, with your all-wheel drive and 9-speed automatic transmission. Trust me, with this engine and this transmission, it does match in terms of power, horsepower, and dynamics, and co-efficient, it does balance. So I will say the 9-speed automatic transmission will last longer than the transmission 9-speed transmission that is inside the four-cylinder GLE. I will personally say that. Even though I will say that this one will be much more reliable than the four-cylinder my hybrid GLE. I will take it from me. Go and check it. It will last. It will be more reliable and last longer than that. Another thing is the second row. Just like the Hyundai Palisade, BMW X7, and yes, Genesis. I do love how they now emphasize the use of captain chair. Yes, if you now like the second row seat at the captain chair, but you can option for the full time 5 sitting. Then coming to the third row seat, that's where you see your bench sitting, which is not also bad. For being a 3 row family SUV, it's very comfortable, but the kind of space you see there won't be just much for taller adults, maybe for an average adult or so. And this captain chair are also independently controlled via power adjusting. You get it. So I would say that for me, I do love anything that is kind of separate. So just your captain chair, you feel like, oh come on, what's going on? You feel much more relaxed than any other thing. And one thing again is that they do offer a sunscreen, yes, sunshade at the window. Or maybe if you don't have it, you can put it inside your option. And coming into the third row seat, as usual, it is also it does also have come with its own vent and automatic climate control, just like the second row and the passenger side. For being a 5 zone climate control, you understand that that's what I do love about the starting price of this one. But all just that before everything will be ramping up to 100 and something thousand. All I'm saying is that if you do have the money for that, I will suggest you the Mercedes GLS. Reason I'm suggesting is to you that in terms of safety, in terms of safety, Mercedes is more safety than the Hyundai Palisade. But yes, safety and reliability is much more. In terms of reputation, it does have the much reputation in terms of safety and reliability than the Hyundai Palisade. You understand? But if you have about 60 something thousand and just that you don't want to go extra miles, Hyundai Palisade or Toyota Sequoia. I haven't checked for the Toyota Sequoia, but for the Hyundai Palisade, yes, you can go for it absolutely. I would have recommended BMW, but the BMW is a German vehicle of its own with its own big German vehicle for luxury performance and big men who can afford the cost maintenance and every other thing. And also this Hyundai of 18, if you just have this is something $1,000, just go for it, full option. Hyundai, I know that they do have a bad reputation of reliability, but they have worked their way through it. Or mainly step, you can go for your Mazda CS9. You can go for Mazda CS9, or maybe in terms of family yaka or issue. Sienna Odyssey all this minivan, or let me say family van, or how do they call it? It's not my class, but you can still go for them. They are the main family campers, in fact, yes. But if you feel like to go for the SUV, if you don't have money for the Mercedes, I recommend the Palisade for you. You understand? But trust me, in terms of safety and quality materials, I don't think it's matched to Mercedes, or they will just be the same. But if you don't have the money for that, I recommend that for you. Palisade is not a bad vehicle. Mainly if you are going to buy itself, get a 2025 and leave the 2026. The 2025 can be more assured in terms of reliability than the 2026. And in terms of this same 2026 GLS, it stayed the same thing with the 2025, no much change, yes. So if you do have the 2025 model, there's no reason of upgrading to 2026 unless you are big man, you feel like to change every year or so like that. But without everything, that's just it. And even coming to the trunk capacity, there's nothing much you could expect. For being a 3 row family SUV, you can get a way more higher cargo capacity than the second row seat. Then in terms of that trunk capacity, as a three-row SUV, you do have a very well comfortable three-row SUV. Like both with the third row standing up, you can still have a good amount. If you feel it's not okay, you bend it, depending how many children you born. You understand? And if you feel like it's not okay, you can flip the second row seat. But if you flip the second row seat, where are you going to? Where are you going to that you are flipping the second row seat? The third row seat is okay. Then the second row seat can be standing and the occupant will sit there. If the trunk is not enough, you use the roof, or if they are not much, then you find a hatch trailer and attach it. So if you fold everything, unless you are transporting a huge cargo that you don't need much people, but if it's like family out camping or vacation, there's no need to fold the second row seat down. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. So please do like to don't forget to like, share, comment, and maybe subscribe if you want, depending on how you find it interesting. So guys, see you in the next video, and stay tuned about what I say about this tech amenities in the vehicle. See you guys in the next video.